Students, now let us start our second chapter in science, which is microorganisms. Okay, we have seen several kind of plants and animals. However, there are other living organisms apart from the plants and animals. There are many other lakhs and crores of living organisms on this earth. Okay, around us, which are normally which we cannot see. These kind of organisms we called as microorganisms or microbes. Organisms means what? Organism means everything which has the life. Okay, everything which has the life is called organism. And microorganisms is that kind of organisms which we cannot see with which cannot see through our eyes. If we have to see the microorganisms, then we have to observe by using the microscope. Since they are very micro, we call them as microorganisms. For example, we might have observed that during the rainy season, moist bread gets spoiled. During rainy season, if we keep the bread for 1 or 2 days, it will get spoiled and its surface gets covered with grayish white. Okay, some gray color organisms will be present on the surface of the bread. Observe these patches through a magnifying glass. If you observe that patches, that points, that substance through magnifying glass, you will see tiny black rounded structures, small point-like structure. You will feel that they are points. Do you know what that structures are and where do they come from? Their structures are actually microorganisms. Okay, that structure are actually microorganisms. Do you, just do an activity in your house. Collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker. Moist means it should not be dry. It should be watery in a beaker and add water to it. After the soil particles have settled down, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. What do you see? If you observe a drop of water from the beaker, you will observe some small particles laying above and around the bubbles in the water. That are called microorganisms. But that are not actually single microorganisms, but that are colonies of microorganisms that are in that microorganisms are attached to each other in a very bulk way. That's why they are that's why you are able to see them. Now perform second activity. Take a few drops of water from a pound, spread on glass slide and observe through a microscope. These observations show that water and soil are fully of tiny organisms, small organisms. Though not all of them are fall into the category of microbes, these microorganisms or microbes are so small in size that they cannot be seen by unaided eyes, that is naked eyes. Some of these, such as the fungus that grows on bread, can be seen with a magnifying glass. Others cannot be seen without the help of microscope, as I said it. Microorganisms are classified into four major categories. These groups are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and algae. Okay, some of these common microorganisms are shown in figure 2.1 to 2.4 in your textbook. Viruses. Viruses are also microscopic but are different from other microorganisms. Viruses are like microscopic means what? What do you mean by microscopic? Everything, each and everything which you have to see using the microscope is called a microscope. Everything if you want to see them, you have to use microscope. Through microscope you can see them, the particles, the elements, the substances, anything, the organs, the organisms, the cells, the nucleus, anything, everything which you need to see through a microscope are called as microscopic, but are different from other viruses are different from other microorganisms. Viruses are harmful microorganisms. They are not friendly. They, however, only inside the cells of the reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism, which may be a bacterium, plant, or animal. Some of the viruses are shown in figure 2.5 in a textbook. Common elements like common influenza, common ailments, common diseases like common weaknesses like uh, cold or flu or that is influenza, and most time coughs are caused by viruses. Serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by viruses. Disease like dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa, that are protozoans, whereas typhoid and tuberculosis are bacterial diseases. You have learned about some of these microorganisms in class 6 and 7. Now, these all are the pictures of microorganisms, fungi, amoeba, as you can see, amoeba and Spirogyra, Enchalidomonas, and Paramecium, and uh, bread mold, etc., etc. These all are microorganisms, and these pictures are of bacteria. Okay, now let us move forward. Now, where do microorganisms live? Okay, now where they are actually found. Microorganisms may be single-celled like bacteria. Some algae and protozoa or microcellular, multicellular such as many algae and fungi. They live in all types of environment, ranging from ice-cold climate to hot springs and deserts to marshy lands. They also found inside the bodies of animals, including humans. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms while others exist freely. That means where can you find microorganisms? Basically, if I want to say in students, microorganisms are found everywhere in the world, on the water, on the soil, on the ground, on the things which we use, on the surfaces, on the flat areas, on the curved areas, everywhere you can find the microorganism. Even when you close the door, the handle of the door, on the handle of the door, you will have microorganism. Even when you use the tap in the bathrooms, on the tap of the bathrooms, you will have microorganism. Even on the glasses which we use, you have microorganism. Even on the plates which you use to eat, you have microorganisms. Everywhere you can find microorganisms. Okay, now microorganisms and humans. Microorganisms play an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some other are and harmful also, that causes diseases also. Let us study about them in detail. Now let us first study about friendly microorganisms. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread, and cake, etc. Microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohol also. They are also used in cleaning up of environment. For example, the organic waste, vegetable peels, remains of animal pieces, etc., are broken down into harmless and useless substances by bacteria. We call that bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Making of curd and bread is also dependent on microorganisms. You have learnt in your class 7 that milk is turned into curd by bacteria. When you add when the milk is kept with composition of bacteria for after 7 to 8 hours, that milk will get converted to curd. Curd contains several microorganisms. Of these, the bacterium Lactobacillus promotes the formation of curd. Because of the bacterium and lactobacillus, these are the two microorganisms which are useful to prepare curd from the milk. So, because of these two bacteria, milk get converted to curd.